and slippery. Please be mindful when you walk out of the building. This concludes our safety brief. Thank you so much for your kind attention. Let me take this opportunity to extend a very warm welcome to each and every one of you on this momentous occasion. Today, we are gathered here to unveil the foundation plaque of our Syngene Life Sciences Park, which is a major milestone. Thank you so much for joining us today, and let's get started with the event. It is my tremendous privilege to extend a heartfelt welcome to our Chief Guest Shri KT Ramarao, the Honorable Minister and Industries and Commerce, Information Technology, Municipal Administration and Urban Development, Government of Telangana, as he graces onto the stage with his esteemed presence. I am truly honored to extend my warm invitation to Ambassador Sabscribe, the Executive Chairperson of Biocon Group, to join us onto the stage. Please join hands together for Sri Jayesh Ranjan, Principal Secretary, Industries and Commerce and Information Technology, Government of Telangana, and Sri E.V. Narasimha Reddy, IAS, Vice Chairman and Managing Director, TSIIC, Government of Telangana. I also extend my warm welcome to Sri Shakti Narayanpet, Director Life Sciences and CEO, Pharma City, Government of Telangana. Now I kindly request KT Ramarao sir and Kiran ma'am to proceed with the lamp lighting ceremony.
कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपो हरतु मे पापम् सन्ध्यादीपनमोऽस्तुते ओ दीपब्रह्मरूपस्त्वम् ज्योतिषां प्रभुरव्ययः ओ दीपब्रह्मरूपस्त्वम् ज्योतिषां प्रभुरव्ययः आरोग्यं देहि पुत्रांश्च मतिं स्वच्छाहि मे सदा रवेरस्तं समानम्.
Thank you so much, all the esteemed dignitaries. I now invite Mr. Mahesh Bhalgat, our Chief Operating Officer from Syngene, to step forward and share an introductory note.
Check. All right. Now it's definitely working. Thank you. Thank you, Kubra, and thank you very, very much everyone who has gathered here. I'd like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the esteemed Honorable KT Ramarao Garu, Kiran Muzumdar Shaw, Jayesh Ranjan, Shakti Nagappan, Narasimha Reddy, all friends and colleagues who have gathered here, stalwarts of the Genome Valley and the Hyderabad pharma ecosystem. Thank you very much for coming here for this inaugural ceremony of Syngene's new expansion in Hyderabad. Our existing research facility in Genome Valley has been there since 2020. Before I go further, I'd like to play an audio visual that will help you see the journey that Syngene has gone through. Can we have the audio visual, please?
certainly never nervous about going to the capital market, and in fact it's a very exciting time.
As you saw, we've come a long way from our start in Genome Valley in 2020. Today we have more than 900 scientists that we've added in the last 3 years, thanks to the good infrastructure and the availability of talent that this particular ecosystem provides. Our Hyderabad research labs focus on discovery chemistry and very soon will now expand to discovery biology and further to add capabilities such as PROTACs, also adding a fully automated central compound management facility, the kind that can handle millions of compounds in a fully automated setup. Looking into the future, we started looking at additional land acquisition almost a year or two ago when Mr. Prasad started scouting around, looking for land through various different sources. And today, we are now marking the termination of one of those steps. That's now, of course, helping us start what is going to be the beginning of our construction facility and a new phase of expansion for us in 2024. We expect to build laboratories primarily that focus on drug discovery, creating up to another 1,000 jobs. And this life sciences ecosystem will continue to help numerous emerging areas of medical needs such as oncology, but also through different modalities. This is going to be through small molecules, large molecules, oligonucleotides, peptides, and also through the support of innovative devices. This expansion demonstrates our commitment to innovation and strong partnership into the global life sciences and other allied industries. It also reinforces the region's position as a major biotech hub in India and South Asia. We are grateful to the Telangana government for creating such an ecosystem that fosters both innovation and growth for the biotech sector. In our bid to extend our gratitude to the state of Telangana, Syngene's corporate, social, and environmental responsibilities are also supreme for us. We have been partnering to bring innovative approaches to education such as the science mobile labs that are training individuals in schools. We are also partnering to provide STEM education for women in the Hyderabad environment where our own staff are participating as trainers and as mentors. On behalf of the leadership team and my colleagues at Syngene, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everyone for your time today. Certainly want to thank the dignitaries that are on the dais, and I look forward to a great era of expansion and growth in this particular ecosystem. Thank you very, very much. With that, I invite Kiran to say a few words now.
Honorable Minister, and may I call you my very dear friend, I am one of your greatest admirers and fans because of everything you do in such a dynamic way. Mr. Jayesh Ranjan, you've also been someone who's really been a great builder of this ecosystem. And of course, Shakti Nagappan, you have also been a great, great architect of the life sciences ecosystem in Hyderabad. And of course, Mr. Venkat Narasimha Reddy, Vice Chairman and Managing Director of TSIIC. I extend a very, very cordial welcome to all of you to this very important milestone event for us. As you just saw from the film, we as Syngene basically entered the portals of Hyderabad and the Hyderabad ecosystem in 2020. But in just a very short time, we have not only filled out all the space that was possibly made available to us, but today we've basically then embarked on the new journey ahead, which is to really build a huge campus for us in Genome Valley. And I'm pleased to say that we've just broken ground on this project, which will start with 17.5 acres. But I'm sure it'll expand even beyond that. I think the excitement for all of us, and particularly me, is the huge impact we've made on research and innovation, not just here, but for the country as a whole. I think India is clearly emerging as a formidable resource, I would say, for research and innovation for everyone to tap into. And as many of you know, it is forecast that by 2047, which is our 100 years of independence, India will be actually exporting 25% of STEM talent to the world at large. And that is our demographic dividend that we really must be very proud of. Very often we hear that our demographics can be a dividend or a disaster, and I think education is really the decider. And I think states like Telangana, states like my own state of Karnataka, which I have to slip in, are really beneficiaries of investing in great education and educational institutes. I think this is what really will really generate the job opportunities, the jobs of the future. And for all this to happen, I think what I really want to congratulate and commend Minister KTR for is this amazing infrastructure and ecosystem that you have created in Hyderabad and in Telangana as a whole. I really want to give you my own applause. I think what this has also done is to attract the right talent, the smart talent, the young talent, because, you know, an ecosystem is not just about the workplaces. It's about the ambience, it's about the environment, it's about how, you know, the ease of living, the ease of doing business. And you've addressed every one of these. I must say that from what I hear from my colleagues, the ease of doing business in Telangana is very, very superior compared to many, many other states. And I want to thank you for that. The ease of living for sure is better than what we have back in Bangalore because of the traffic congestion and many other challenges that we face because of suboptimal infrastructure. But I must say that what you have done with your infrastructure makes the ease of living a much better experience. Ultimately, for any ecosystem to thrive, it's about creating opportunities, it's about creating the right ecosystem, and it's about the government supporting all of this. And I think that's what this is all about. The moment the government is a partner with industry and with businesses to ensure that it creates that optimal, ideal, trusting ecosystem, I think that's when you will create the most enviable talent base that any part of the world would crave for. What is also important is that the demographic dynamics of the world is also favoring us as a country very well. And I think states like Telangana are really taking advantage of that particular dynamic. I think investing in education, investing in adding to greater academic institutions is going to be extremely important for ensuring that we keep the pipeline flowing in terms of talent. I would also like to commend Jayesh here for really putting so much effort on startups, because it's the startup pipeline that will actually add to this ecosystem. And of course, as you all know, the success of startups is about their ability to scale up. And I think in their ability to scale up, I think governments have a very crucial role to play, or else these startups remain stunted. So whilst we can all boast of having thousands of startups and each one is vying for who created the most startups and who attracted the most capital, I think the next objective for us has to be how many of these startups are scaling up to the level where they can become sustainable businesses. I think that is really what we really have to focus on, and I have no doubts about it, that with your positive attitude to how businesses need to be supported and scaled, that you will do extremely well even in this respect. I want to end by saying that we are very committed to, as Syngene, in terms of investing in this ecosystem, in being part of this ecosystem, in expanding whatever we can do in our business, and help everyone grow and join this journey of growth and excitement that I see so visible in Hyderabad. And all I can say is thank you for all your help so far. We will keep coming to you for more help, and I'm sure that you will keep supporting our endeavors and our efforts, because our growth is going to be your growth and our success is your success. So thank you so much.
May I now invite Honorable Minister to actually unveil the foundation plaque and then say a few words.
Good afternoon. Andariki Namaskaram. Kiran, thank you for calling me a friend, because each time I see you, each time I meet you, each time I talk to you, I go back with renewed enthusiasm, renewed optimism, because politics is not a great field to be in, especially in terms of dealing with the kind of demands, dealing with the kind of challenges that we have on a day-to-day basis. So when I meet people such as yourselves who are super successful in life, I always go back thinking and, thanking myself and thanking our Honorable Chief Minister, of course, for giving me this job where I get to meet extremely successful people, extremely, energetic people like you. Thank you so much for being kind. I think she deserves a huge round of applause. Somewhat bigger, louder. And Kiran, you're a shining example for a lot of young men and young women in this country, particularly because of what you've done in a very nascent field, which was hitherto dominated primarily by bulk drugs and chemicals companies. So compliments on all your success. Kudos to your vision. Kudos to wanting to build India into a formidable force. May the force be with you. May, I think, all the energies that you have continue to work for the betterment of our country, betterment of our states. My Principal Secretary, Jayesh Ranjan, our colleague here, Narasimha Reddy Garu, Shakti Nagapan, and of course, Mahesh, thank you for coordinating the whole thing. And to all of you, the family members of Syngene here, and also to the friends from media. It's an absolute pleasure to be here. And I'm delighted that Syngene is expanding. They've launched in 2020. Now today, we have just broken ground, as Kiran said, for a beautiful campus in about 17.5 acres, where I was informed that 16.5 lakh square foot of built up, would be constructed in the next few years. I'd like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Kiran and to the entire family of Syngene for choosing Hyderabad as the location for this remarkable investment of more than 800 crores, which will undoubtedly contribute further to the growth of our state's economy and well-being. I would also like to extend a very warm welcome to all the members, all the family members of Syngene to this wonderful location, because I think this is just the beginning of what could be a great story. Syngene has been a great player, is a very important player in life sciences sector, and their commitment, as Kiran had so clearly enunciated, to innovation and research is what makes them special and what makes it really commendable. Today, we celebrate the growth of not just of a company, but also the growth of an entire cluster and the overall ecosystem. This investment is not just about brick and mortar. It represents the belief and confidence that Syngene has in the potential of Hyderabad as a hub for cutting-edge research and development in life sciences sector. I'm particularly thrilled to learn about the journey of Syngene's R&D center in Genome Valley in Hyderabad. From its modest beginnings in 2020, with a 52,000 square foot facility and 100 scientists, it has now grown 4 times to an impressive 2 lakh square feet and houses more than 900 scientists. This is a testament to the dedication and expertise, and more importantly, to the availability of wonderful talent here in Hyderabad. Furthermore, I'm delighted to inaugurate the ProTax lab of the compound management facility of the company. I believe that the ProTax lab, with its dedicated team of 150 specialized scientists and analysts, is at the forefront of innovative targeted protein degradation technology, especially in cancer treatment. Also, I note that the CMF is a unique facility that centralizes the storage of synthesized compounds, thereby streamlining the company's research activity and efforts. I'm also given to understand that Syngene's scientists in Hyderabad play a pivotal role in designing and synthesizing new chemical entities, which can potentially become the next gen of life-saving drugs. Their work has global impact on healthcare, and we are proud that it happens right here in our city, Hyderabad. By the way, Kiran, in case you haven't noticed, we also brought in the good weather of Bangalore just because you were coming into Hyderabad today. It is indeed a matter of pride. Thank you. I think you should appreciate us bringing in the good weather through Haritaharam. It is indeed a matter of pride for all of us that the city of Hyderabad today serves more than 1,000 innovators globally in their innovation journey through companies like Syngene and many others who have made Hyderabad their hub for research and development. They benefit from the extraordinary talent pool focused on chemistry, biology, genetics, and technology that our city has to offer. It brings me immense joy to highlight that 90% of the workforce at Syngene's Hyderabad facility hails from the state of Telangana. I think that's a compliment also to the management here in the fact that they have chosen to go with the local talent rather than actually recruit from across other parts of the world. The company's commitment to diversity is further exemplified by the 25 science-based scholarships for women from underserved communities who are mentored by Syngene scientists based right here in Hyderabad. This program not only opens doors to careers in science, but also paves way for a network of empowered women professionals in the STEM opportunities. In a world where technology and innovation drive progress, I'm pleased to note that Syngene is at the forefront of digitization with all the labs in Hyderabad powered by electronic laboratory notebooks, ELNs. Today, we're not just celebrating groundbreaking and the remarkable growth of Syngene in Hyderabad, we're also celebrating the spirit of innovation, collaboration, and the vision for a brighter future. In this phase of expansion, I'm happy to note that Syngene plans to build additional world-class research labs, primarily focusing on drug discovery, that will create up to another 1,000 jobs. Our Honorable Chief Minister, Shri KTR's advice to all of us at the Industries Department has been extremely clear. Take care of the existing investors and they will become your biggest brand ambassadors, biggest champions. So whatever Kiran said to Jayesh, to me, we take it as a compliment to our Honorable Chief Minister. We take it back as a compliment to the wonderful people of our state, and thank you for reposing faith and thank you for continuing to invest. Because I strongly believe that Syngene's remarkable growth and repeat investments in Hyderabad will reinforce our efforts that government can continue to rely and lean on existing investors to further economic activity and create employment opportunities. As we celebrate this momentous occasion, let us also reflect on the remarkable growth of the life sciences ecosystem here in Hyderabad in the last few years. The cluster today, which is regarded Genome Valley, regarded as the epicenter for drug discovery and development services in Asia, and Syngene's expansion has further solidified Hyderabad as a hub for R&D in India, as it hosts numerous major global companies, including Syngene. I'm proud of the legacy that we have established in the life sciences sector in the state. In Telangana, the industry, the academia, the government are working together with a singular goal of further strengthening our relevance in the global life sciences industry and also to serve as a torch bearer of cutting-edge technology and innovation. In the last 2 years alone, the life sciences sector in Telangana has grown at the rate of 23%, while the national average has been hovering around 14%. I'm happy to report that our efforts have resulted in overall job creation of more than 500,000 since the formation of the state, more than 500,000 jobs. Our vision is to further expand this ecosystem and make Hyderabad a $250 billion enterprise by the year 2030. Kiran, I would also like to request and take this opportunity for you to consider Hyderabad for the expansion of Biocon Biologics and also Immunel. I think these are two important projects which are close to your heart. I think a bigger round of applause will convince her. You will be glad to note, Kiran, that we've already received over half a dozen investments in regenerative medicine, cell and gene therapy, etc. In the last 3 months alone, we have received these 6 different investments, and we are keen on building infrastructure and capabilities further in this area. And of course, want to compliment and congratulate Kiran and Syngene on Syngene International and wish them all the very best. But I would be remiss in my fiduciary responsibility if I also do not take this opportunity and mention, because Kiran's been a huge champion of India. The India story, the India opportunity, the demographic dividend, everything that she spoke about just now with so much passion. I saw that she took the speech that was written for her, set it aside, and spoke from her heart and spoke about India and the opportunity here. So I would be remiss in my duty if I also don't mention that it is cities like Hyderabad, cities like Bangalore. Kiran, while we compete with cities, we compete with other states. Fact is, I love Bangalore as much as I do Hyderabad, because I think we have it in us to collaborate, to complement each other's efforts, grow together for the betterment of India. Because between Hyderabad and Bangalore, we literally rule the roost when it comes to biology and technology. There's no reason why we can't have a life sciences / technology corridor between these two brilliant cities and continue to work on synergies, continue to work with each other. Because ultimately, end of the day, politics can happen in the last 6 months at the time of an election. But if you ask me, for the remaining 4.5 years, good economics is good politics. As long as we focus on wealth creation, And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Good economics is good politics, because ultimately if you look at the world, starting all the way from Joe Biden to Narendra Modi to KCR to Siddaramaiah, I think the biggest challenge is creation of opportunities, creation of employment. And as long as we continue to work with industry, as long as we ensure that the industry grows without any hindrances and roadblocks from the government, I think that's our bounden duty and primary duty. We will continue to prosper as a nation. We have done some remarkable things, Kiran, in this state. One of the things I'd like to talk about is, you asked me when we were breaking the ground earlier today as to what would happen if you need to expand further. I told you right there that if you need to expand, there is no need to consult with the government. You can procure the additional land and start construction on day one without talking to any of us. No other Indian state will tell you this. This is a process called self-certification. You can declare yourselves, Sinjin or Biocon, as being in compliance with the law of the land. You can hit the ground running. No conversion, no factory permission, no nothing. You can start on day one and you can start constructing. Simultaneously, we request that you submit all the information online to us on the TS iPass portal. Once we get the information, we take 15 days to process it and come back to you with a yes or a no answer. If we do not deliver on the 15-day window, on the 16th day it's a deemed approval. No other Indian state will tell you this. On the 16th day, this fine gentleman Jayesh or Narasimha Reddy or even Shakti can be levied a fine of rupees 1,000 per day if they are held responsible for the delay in a clearance. It has not happened so far in the last 8 years. In the last 8 years, we have given more than 24,000 approvals through this system. We have created more than 2.4 million direct job potential, and we've been able to attract an investment of $50 billion. And in the last 9 years, we have not done a single investor summit. We have not had to do it. None of the vibrant summits, none of the magnetic summits, none of the triumphant summits. We have just focused on getting our work done. We have relied on our existing investors, and we continue to build that narrative. All I would request of you, Kiran, is we would also want you to be a part of the brilliant academic setup in Telangana, in Hyderabad. Because I believe that as long as you have the talent, before coming here to Sinjin, I was at another location, and there was this gentleman who came from Europe. So I asked him, I said, are you here in India because of the cost arbitrage, because you can get business done cheaper, or is it because of something else? He smiled and he said, no. The labor arbitrage, the cost arbitrage doesn't hold true anymore. It's only 20-25%, in comparison, lesser in comparison to Europe. But what's impressive about India, he said, is the talent, is the abundance of talent. If this lab that I'm showing you right now, he said, if I have to fill this up in Spain, it'll take me a year. If I have to fill it with 1,000 people, 1,000 analysts, it'll take me a year. But in India, I can do that in 2 months. That's the difference, and that's why I'm here. So it's important. It's important for us as governments, as industry, to continue to invest in education, in skilling. And that's where I want Kiran to be a part of in our ecosystem in Telangana. We have a number of plans. We're launching our Life Sciences University right here in this brilliant city of ours. I want you to be a part of it. Bless us, guide us, mentor us. And with your support, I'm sure, I can engage with some world-class researchers and world-class academicians and bring them to Hyderabad and bring them to India. Thank you very much. Jai Telangana, Jai Hind.
Some amazing words coming right from the bottom of your heart. Thank you very, very much. We love the passion. We love the fact this reinforces our vision of being in Telangana and expanding here. So I think this is the best way to end this particular part of the program. I'll now invite Kubra to take us to the ending, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mahesh. It is now time to transition to the next segment of the event. As we gather today for the foundation laying ceremony of our Sinjin Life Sciences Park, we must acknowledge that this momentous day would not have been possible without the significant contributions of our distinguished dignitaries. I request Kiran ma'am to present mementos as token of appreciation and acknowledge their contributions. I request KT Ramarao sir to kindly accept the memento from Kiran ma'am. I request Jayesh Ranjan sir to accept the memento, please. I request Narasimha Reddy sir to accept the memento, please. I request Shakti Nagappan sir to accept the memento, please. Now I request Pavni Chaudhary to come on to the stage and accept the memento, please. Thank you so much, Kiran ma'am. I request KT Ramarao sir to stay over, please, and present the mementos to the key personnel from Syngene who played a pivotal role in the land acquisition project. May I request Mr. A.D. Prasad to come on to the stage and accept the memento, please. I request Mr. Veera Oruganti to come forward and accept the memento, please. A big round of applause to all of them, please. I request Mr. Sanjeev Sharma to come onto the stage and accept the memento. I request you all to give a big round of applause to all the awardees, please. Last but not the least, now I request KT Ramarao sir and Kiran ma'am to hand over the memento to Mr. Mahesh Valgar. Thank you so much. Now we go to the last part of the session, which is the vote of thanks. In fact, on behalf of Syngene, I would like to extend a heartfelt thank to each and every one of you. Thank you, KT Ramarao sir, Kiran ma'am, and all the distinguished dignitaries for making your gracious presence available. A big, big thank you to all the guests for making this event so memorable. Special thanks to the event organizers, volunteers, staff, developers, and vendors who worked on this entire journey so tirelessly. Thank you once again and have a great day ahead. We request all the audience to stay back till the dignitaries leave the floor. Thank you.
మరొకసారి అభివృద్ధి పందాలను నడిపించనే ధ్యేయంతో ప్రతి ఒక్కరం కూడా కలిసి పనిచేశాం. దీనికి సహకరించిన మా పార్టీ ప్రధాన కార్యదర్శులు, పిఎస్సి సభ్యులు, వివిధ నియోజకవర్గాల ఇన్ఛార్జీలు, స్థానిక కార్పొరేటర్లు, అనేక మంది నాయకులు, జన సైనికులు, వీర మహిళలు, వాళ్ళందరూ కూడా ప్రత్యేకంగా పేరు పేరున ఈ సందర్భంగా ధన్యవాదాలు తెలుపుకుంటున్నాం. మా పార్టీ అధ్యక్షులు పవన్ కళ్యాణ్ గారు అక్టోబర్ 10వ తారీఖున అడుగుపెట్టినప్పటి నుంచి మీరందరూ కూడా చాలా అద్భుతంగా